Hey guys, welcome to the channel, and today we're going to be doing a CO2 inflator versus a mini bicycle pump. And I did the review on this pump not so long ago, so I'll leave a link to the description above over there. And this CO2 inflator nozzle that I'm going to be using here is the Lazan, I don't know how you say that or pronounce it, and that I'm going to leave a link at the top here, as I did a how to inflate your tire using a CO2 canister. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's do this thing. So before I start, I must say it's pretty cold out here today, and because of that it's going to affect the operation of the CO2 canister, because this freezes as it gets or inflates your tire, and due to obviously the ambient temperature being a bit lower, it's going to cause a problem there. But let's see how we can actually get the pressure, and depending on what the pressure is, then I'm actually going to reduce it to 18 psi more or less, and then I'm going to use the pump to pump it up again to 18 psi, and let's see how long it takes. And then in the comments below, maybe you can let me know if you prefer the CO2 or the mini hand pump, or maybe a combination of the two when you're out there on the trail. So before we start, I put gloves on because the CO2 canister gets very cold and you can actually get freezer burns on your hands from it. And I'll check the pressure here using the Smart Gauge 2, which I've linked at the top here. I've done a review on that a little while back. So there we go, 0 psi. And then I will just take the CO2 and just screw it into the nozzle. So we'll start inflating. I'm going to inflate it in bursts to try to reduce the freezing here. As you can see, it's getting pretty cold now. Condensation is building up both on the adapter and on the actual valve itself. And I find giving it in bursts works the best, so that you don't over freeze the gas coming out. And there it's already at 25 psi, so you can see not much effort was required to pump that tire up. And as you can see, after pumping the tire, the canister is completely frozen, and it's even cold through the gloves. I can't even hold it for an extended period of time. So that is why sometimes these kits come with a sleeve that you can put over the actual CO2 canister itself. So now for the mini hand pump, gloves are off. Let's check the pressure again. I've released all the air. Okay, no pressure there, ready to go. Just connect the pump to the valve and then start pumping. Obviously there's a lot more work in the CO2 method, but there's obviously no freezing occurring here, and no danger to burning your hands in any way. I think just a little bit further. Okay, let's take a check, test. (16 psi), almost there. Okay, there we go, 18 psi. So guys, still trying to get my breath back from the pumping the tire using the mini pump, but as you can see, it doesn't actually take that long to use the mini pump. And the advantage is you've got infinite amount of air, you don't run out of air. With a CO2 canister, they can be dangerous, you can burn yourself, you can hurt yourself, and you've only got that amount of CO2 to pump the tire. So if you have more than one puncture, you need more than one of these CO2 canisters, but obviously the advantage is it's quicker, it is more expensive, and you need to obviously dispose of these things when they're finished. And then the pump, like I say, infinite amount of air, nothing wrong there. So let me know in the comments below which one you prefer, the CO2 or the mini pump, or maybe use both of them. Because I think on a long ride like the 120k races that I do, I think these are actually better. But on a quick 70k race or something like that, I use these type of inflators. But I'll be interested to know what everybody else out there is using. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.